Alright, let's just all breathe a collective sigh of relief. Spider-Man is reportedly back in the MCU. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? J.Bandicoot here, back with another video, and today, again, we're talking about the MCU incarnation of Spider-Man. Now, I might have jumped the gun a little bit with my first video, but I was distraught, man. I was overflowing with emotion, negative emotions for sure, but I felt I had to make a video on it. May not have been the best move, because in retrospect, it was kind of overreaction, and the entire internet as a whole really overreacted. It really feels like the internet didn't have the proper information that we needed to properly discern the situation, because all we were given was Spider-Man's not in the MCU anymore. Disney and Sony couldn't get a deal. Sorry about you. And it was just like, what the fuck? No, you can't tell us that. You can't, in your right mind, tell us that Spider-Man has been ripped from the MCU without any further information. You can't do that. And that's why the internet went into such a frenzy. We later found out that Marvel and Sony weren't ceasing talks. They were still open about it. That might not have been originally the plan, but with something like Spider-Man, I feel like we should have saw it coming. We should have realized that neither Sony nor Marvel were willing to basically either give up Spider-Man or put him in a position where he wasn't gonna succeed. We should have trusted both companies more, regardless of their greed. And this whole situation kinda spun because of both companies' greed. I mean, neither company is in the right here. I mean, we're not here to really talk about how the companies are, talking to each other. We're not really here to talk about the details, but basically what went down was Disney wanted more money, Sony wanted more money, they couldn't agree who deserved more money, and so they stopped talking on the deal because the deal ended after Far From Home. And that is kind of where the misconception lies, because people were just thinking that Sony was being a dick and just sweeping the rug out from under Marvel, and that's not what happened at all. And it was all because we didn't receive the proper information, and I'm done harping about that because what's done is done. But basically, Disney and Marvel have reportedly, again this is reportedly, nothing is confirmed from either Disney or Sony at the time of this recording, but reportedly they've reached an agreement where Marvel will earn 30% of the continuing revenue from the Spider-Man films, Sony will receive 70%, and they've called that good. I'm not sure about merchandising rights, I'm not sure about movie sales with DVDs and Blu-rays, none of that has been confirmed. Just the highlight of this is that an agreement reportedly has been reached, and that couldn't make me happier. Just the fact, it scared us all shitless, didn't it? Just the notion of Spider-Man being taken out of the MCU, it put the entire future of the MCU in turmoil. It put us with a bad taste in our mouths towards Sony and the future of Spider-Man. It was a lose-lose situation, and we should have expected more than both of those companies with how greedy and money-fueled that they both are. We should have expected that the executives had more of a brain than that, than to fucking just shoot themselves both in the foot. Regardless though, a deal reportedly has been reached. It's all good. And if we can take one thing away from this, if I've taken anything away from this, is that I'm gonna start waiting till the story develops, because I'm really not in a position to provide breaking news. Granted, I try to put news out as quickly as I can and just cover it how I see it. I'm a very objective person and I try to be that way, but I will admit the first video of Spider-Man that I put out was very very jumping the gun and very premature. So for those of you who did see that first Spider-Man video and disagreed with it, I do apologize, and I'm aiming to amend it here. So personally, I'm extremely excited. I'm not sure how excited I should get, because these are just reports, nothing's confirmed, but I do feel like it's just a matter of time before it does get confirmed, and we can just move on with our lives with Spider-Man and the MCU, and all be okay. It'll all be okay. It'll all be okay. But what do you guys think about this whole debacle? Do you feel like the internet jumped the gun a little bit? And do you feel like everyone just kind of jumped down Sony's throat for no reason? Or do you think they were justified in acting on their emotions? And do you feel like that backlash helped Sony and Marvel reach an agreement? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. It really does mean the world to me. If you liked what you saw here, go downstairs and hit that subscribe button, as well as the like button and the notification bell to stay updated with the rest of my videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.